here on the deck with your weekly recap, giving you all the info, great shows, interviews, and more that happened around KPFA just in case you missed it. Today is May 17th, 2022. So I'm recapping the week before, which starts at Monday, May 9th to Sunday, May 15th, because we have so much going on here at KPFA. You really actually could miss it, because once again, we are the home for independent thinking, independent information. We want to get it all to you, but there's so much. There's so much. How do you keep track of it? You come here Tuesdays with me, lunchtime, 12:30, and then I will tell you. Who saw the eclipse on Sunday? Did you watch it? I tried to see it. I tried, but I'm not going to lie, I fell asleep. And then I woke up. Oh no, I missed it. But that's all right. Let me tell you what you also missed here at KPFA. We're going to start with letters and politics. They had on economist Richard Wolff. Letters and Politics, hosted by Mitch Deseret, had Richard Wolff with everything you need to know about inflation. You can hear this full interview as an audio clip, if that's your thing, or you can actually go and watch it online because we were able to live stream it. Isn't that great? You can live stream it. You just go check us out on Facebook or YouTube at KPFA Radio or Twitter at KPFA Radio. You'll find it there under our Letters and Politics playlist. But remember that Letters and Politics is Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. and with a couple shows a week actually now being live streamed online for you to watch on our website and social media. So if you missed that, check it out. Richard Wolff was dope. It's actually great just sitting there listening to him. I'm not super good at economics, so I need all the help that I can get. Then after that, I want to tell you about what happened on Against the Grain. Against the Grain had Noam Chomsky. All right, and this is a special fund drive special. Chomsky speaking on wealth and power. I don't know if any of you guys have been listening to the station. I know actually you guys have been listening to the station. But if you've been hearing this very interesting DVD called Requiem for a Dream, we've been playing audio clips from it. Requiem for a Dream, which is a film by Peter Hutchison. And they followed Chomsky around, I think they said 4 or 5 years. And so there are some nice audio clips from there with him just giving all of his information on just wealth and power. Against the Grain is hosted by Sasha Lilley. It's Monday through Wednesday at noon. And I also want to point out to you that that DVD, Requiem for the Dream, is a part of our Spring Fund Drive special. And it's a donation give. So you can actually get that with a pledge of $125. So check that out. Go get it. Listen to it. It's great. I heard it. I was listening to it. I think you would like it. Everybody else seems to. Everybody else is doing it. All right. Next, we have Upfront. Upfront had a bunch of stuff last week. Upfront, hosted by Brian Edwards-Tiekert and Kat Brooks. Upfront, starting with Joaquin Ciria, who was freed after 32 years of wrongful incarceration. Joaquin Ciria has now been exonerated by the Innocence Commission of the San Francisco District Attorney's Office. And he shared his story just weeks after being released. And so you can hear part of that story. I want to hear that because that's got to be a crazy story. 32 years? 32 years. Yikes. All right. Also on Upfront, they spoke on Palestinian-American journalist Shireen Abu Akleh, who was killed while reporting on an Israeli military raid for Al Jazeera in occupied Jenin. That's really sad, especially being here at KPFA, knowing that we are about giving out information, being independent, but making sure you get that information and knowing that journalists are up against something like that. That's really sad. So I'm proud that Upfront is showing something like that. Also, though, on Upfront, we have Elie Mystal, who is a legal analyst and justice correspondent for the Nation, and he was on Upfront talking about his new book, Allow Me to Retort, A Black Guy's Guide to the Constitution. Ooh, another Fund Drive special, because again, we're in Spring Fund Drive, and you can get that book for a pledge of $150. That's right, support KPFA, support shows like Upfront, who I just ran off several different amazing topics that they had just over the course of the week. That's only just a tip of the iceberg. So we want to make sure we support that. And remember that Upfront is weekday mornings starting at 7 a.m. So you can get that news bright and early, top of the morning. Yes? All right. And All day long it goes, and it takes you to Flashpoints, which happens in the evening. This past week, Flashpoints had something really interesting on there. Greg Palast, who is our host of Flashpoints, took the time to examine and deconstruct a brand new film by Donald Trump and Dinesh D'Souza entitled 2,000 Miles. I think I've actually seen a film by Dinesh D'Souza, and it was very interesting, the experience. But Palast wants to warn you that it's very amusing and it's full of fantasy, right? We all love fantasy. Like I said, I've seen one of his films. It was interesting. Yes, it was an experience, but also extremely dangerous. So tune into Flashpoints and find out why. Remember that Flashpoints comes on weekdays, 5 p.m. with your host, Greg Palast. Now, last week I know I made actually a slight little mistake, and when I was talking about It's Going Down, this amazing show on Fridays, I told you the wrong time. I told you that it goes on at 1. It's actually at noon, but It's Going Down this past week had journalist and author Natasha Lennard from The Intercept, who talks about the recent attacks on abortion rights, reproductive freedom, and LGBTQ people across the U.S., and the need for people to organize instead of looking for salvation from elected leaders. All power to the people, huh? That's right. You want to check that out. It's Going Down Fridays at noon. Fridays at noon. Check that out. That is a great show. That's a really, really great show. There's all kinds of great shows here at KPFA because that's what we do. We bring you great shows, starting with another one that actually does occur on Fridays as well. In the morning, we have the lovely Sabrina Jacobs with A Rude Awakening. I love it. That's how she kind of said it. She was started. That's up next on A Rude Awakening. Don't you love it? Yeah. Sabrina Jacobs, this past week, though, interviewed author Dr. Matthew T. Hubert about his latest publication, Climate Crisis as Class War. And we got another spring fund drive donation gift. You can get that book. And I think you should get that book, especially if Sabrina is behind it, because we know it's got some quality to it. You can get that for a pledge of $125 because, again, it's Spring Fund Drive time. Spring Fund Drive. Yes? All right. Supporting KPFA, supporting great shows like A Rude Awakening, which comes on Fridays at 8 a.m. with your host, Sabrina Jacobs. All right. That's a rundown of the big news stories that happened last week, but I also want to tell you about something fun that happened around KPFA because, yeah, we do the serious stuff. We're serious, but we're also about fun. We got great music, and I believe I've been told that 60% of our shows are actually music shows. So tune in the evenings, weekends, in the middle of the night. If you can't sleep, KPFA probably got something very special, original, different, out of the world, from around the world. Great music, jazz, eclectic, indie, all kinds of things. One thing we definitely had, Radio Cafe, which is hosted by La Onda Bajita. We just did a live rebroadcast. So we did a live stream rebroadcast their last month's show, Radio Cafe, and it featured music artists Pacifico, Flaco Alejandro, and Senor Gigio. It was really nice. Actually, you can go check it out. So if you're looking just for a nice little concert, you put it on, have a little date night with your partner, bring back that magic. Go ahead, put that on. And remember that La Onda Bajita is Fridays at 8 p.m. on KPFA. Now, I also want to take this time to highlight a donor because we are in Spring Fund Drive. But before I even tell you more about that, just remember KPFA exists because of our community. We're a 100% listener-supported community. And I want to highlight Michael Fuller of El Cerrito, California, who donated this past week and contributed to KPFA. Probably got one of these great donation gifts. I know my favorite gift, I bring it up, my mug. Ooh, just a little sip. Oh, so good, yes. KPFA, though, we, again, are in Spring Fund Drive. We have a goal of $500,000. We need you to help make this goal. So you can call in and you can call and donate 1-800-HEY-KPFA. I like to encourage people to go to the website, kpfa.org/donate, and donate and give. And guess what? KPFA has a special gift for everyone who donates at any amount. It's called The Politics of Sex. Huh? You like this? Yes? The Politics of Sex is a collection of powerful women speakers busting myths and breaking taboos about the reality of women's lives. featuring Gloria Steinem with the talk on sexism and racism from 1973. That's all too relevant for today. Angela Davis speaking about her book, Blues Legacies and Black Feminism, including Gertrude Ma Rainey, Bessie Smith, and Billie Holiday, and how through their music, they were able to speak out about women's experience. And Eve Ensler's inspiring call to action for girls everywhere to speak up and become the women they were meant to be. All right. Yeah, that's great. All right. KPFA's, we always got some really, really good stuff. I'm super excited about it. All right. That is your rundown. That is your recap of the week. That's everything. Not everything, but that's a lot of the really great things that happened here last week at KPFA. I want to encourage you to follow us on social media because we are pushing hard. We are trying to get this going. You're going to see me here every week on the deck or on a deck, giving you weekly recaps. I only say on a deck because keep in mind, this whole series came together because of COVID and we had to really close down the station. So we wanted to find a way to get out more information to you, our KPFA community. We don't stop here. We don't stop. Rain, sleet, or snow, KPFA, go, go, go. So follow us on social media, which is Facebook at KPFA 94.1 or Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at KPFA Radio. Once again, we are in spring fun drive, and I want to encourage you to just go check out KPFA Radio 94.1 FM, www.kpfa.org. All right, thank you very much. I am mikO Tolliver. I will see you guys next week. Thank you. Check out all that great stuff. If you're looking for links, you can also look in the description of the post. And I've got some links down there that you can click and be like, oh yeah, what's that thing she said about Upfront? Oh yeah, what's that thing she said about Against the Grain? Click that link and go straight to that story. Yeah, see you guys next week. All right, good. Bye everybody.